the show.
Hey, yo. Welcome back. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming by and watching your old buddy Chonko on a Sunday video. You know how it goes. It's our tradition. You and me. Come by, watch good old Chonko, give you some words of encouragement for the week to come, and some knowledge. Yeah, going to talk about a couple of things. Some words of caution, and also we're going to do the top 10 cover challenge from Alan Comic Collector Geek, his channel, as well. We'll do that at the end. First, some general housekeeping, as we are apt to do. If you didn't watch the live show yesterday, it was a really good time. We had Dave on from Four Corner Comics, showed some really cool stuff. Very interesting guy, and yeah, it was a good talk, and also made some announcements. Some announcements you've heard me make before, but one enormous announcement for an upcoming guest that was just at the end. Where so yeah, if you ducked out early, you got to go back and watch, or if you didn't watch at all, you got to go back and watch. I am not going to repeat the announcement here. Go watch the live show that we did yesterday on Big Nasty's channel. You can watch the recording. Yes, I know you can flip through all the way to the end if you need to. But we have some really cool stuff coming up. Next week, we're going to have the great and powerful Garrett Gunn, who is the writer of a couple comics, one called Fangers and another one called The Curse of Cleaver County. Yeah, writes creepy stuff and does all this stuff like self-published through Kickstarter. Very, very, very interesting. I think people will have fun with that. The week after, we're going to have Adam, who is the U.S. representation and manager for our good friend Andrew Tarasoff, who writes and draws the Pinapocalypse comic, which I think we all like. He has some announcements he's going to make. He's also the U.S. representation for Sveta Shabina. I think he's going to have some Sveta stuff probably to show us as well, and maybe talk to us a little bit about the great Sveta Shabina. And then week after that, still working, but February 7th, we're going to have a roundtable discussion on artificial intelligence and its effect on art and artists and comics. And we have 3 guests confirmed so far. We have Robert Emmons, who is he is not only a filmmaker and a YouTuber, he is professor of film at Rutgers University. I think he's going to have some really interesting perspective on this. We have the great and powerful Kesha Ray, friend of the channel, and a great artist. One of our friends that we made, through the channel. She has some really, really, I would say, explosive opinions on AI. And then we also have our buddy Kiss Create on Instagram. He another artist, but he also has a background in tech. He worked in computer tech for some time for a major company. I don't know if you wanted me to say who. And he's also an artist, and he's got the technical background. So I think all 3 of these people are going to offer up some interesting perspective. We might have one other person I'm waiting to hear from, but we'll see. But that should be really interesting, and I think people are going to really enjoy that. I think it's going to be fun. But yeah, the big guest announcement will be February 21st. We have an enormous guest, one of the big content artists working in comics today. But to find out who, you gotta go watch. You see? That's how it works. Sorry, guys. I'm telling everybody. I keep telling everybody. Choo choo. The train's leaving without you. If you're not watching live show, train is leaving without you. You're missing out. It's different. What we're doing is different. It's elevated, man. Yeah, I'm telling you. There's plenty of room on board. We welcome everybody. Come on board. All are welcome, children. All are welcome. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of the housekeeping kind of stuff. Then, uh, yeah, kind of the point of this video. So, as you know, I talk quite often about Brazilian horror comics and how much I love them, and specifically Jaime Cortez and how much I love that guy as an artist. I think he's maybe my favorite artist now, and how I buy these books. And I've been very public about this, and this is a bit of a positive and a negative, I would say. I swear, my cough goes away until I start talking a lot. Yeah, what this means is, like, when you're really public about this, anybody who has a Cortez comic is going to reach out to you at some point, and you are going to be offered these types of comics, and which, I mean, is good in one way because I'm looking for them. I want them. But in another way, it's like people will think that you'll just buy anything and you'll pay anything. And I wanted to caution everyone. Since I've been kind of the voice that's been talking about this more than anybody, for sure. Like, I've been talking about this. I feel a certain responsibility to offer up some words of advice and caution. You probably saw, either on my channel or on Rob Fatstacks when I did Only Slabs, I've mentioned that there are all types of conditions for these comics, and you have to have a certain amount of flexibility. You can't be a complete grade snob because none of these are in perfect condition, and some of them have some major flaws, and you have to be willing to sometimes overlook those. However, the condition still matters. I mean, what you're going to pay for that comic is commensurate to its rarity, of course, which is kind of built into the price, but also to the condition of the comic. Like, and it's also built into what a raw version versus a graded version. It also is, when you're buying from somebody, do you know them? Like, have you ever bought anything from them before? And I would also offer, can you hold it in your hand, if something's wrong with it, would you be able to return it? Like, how do you know? So the reason this came to light is there are some Cortez comics that are being offered. I've been offered these comics now 3 different times from 3 different sources. 3 different sources have offered me the same comics out of Brazil. And they're interesting. I mean, they're cool. I mean, I'm not saying that most of them are Cortez books and they're cool, but they're maybe in the worst possible condition. Maybe not worst possible, but lower than low grade. They've come from a bound edition. They've been removed from a bound edition, so they're being held together with tape. I'll show you a couple of examples. This is kind of what it looks like. Now, cool subject matter, but you can see certain things that are going on. The comics are being held together with tape. They need a lot of work. They probably need to be conserved. And also they're like, with the one, there's like faces, the face is like scratched with something, and there's writing on them, which all of this in and of itself, if you're buying these kind of books, you can kind of allow for these things. Like, I will. I mean, I've bought this type of book before, but you have to understand what you're getting and what should it cost. Like, that's kind of the rub right there. So if I'm buying from somebody in, like, Univ in the US, and if Univ tells me this is what it is, I know for a fact that's what it is. And I also know that if it isn't, I can send it back to him right away, and he would give me my money back. No questions asked. He would take the money back. He would take it back. I'd have my money back in a couple days. So that's a certain comfort level that allows me, uh, even for a raw book, maybe to pay a little bit more. I mean, I'm not paying as much as I would for a slab version. You should never do that. Watch my video. Go watch my video where I talk about, negotiating and pricing. You never pay the slab version price for a raw book. This can be very, very tricky when you're buying from another country. Now, I have a couple of people that I buy from Brazil, and I think they're on the up and up. Still, I mean, it does take quite a while to get the books. There's risk with kind of the shipping process. I've never had to return a book. I don't know how that works. But I have received a couple books that were not in the shape that I thought they were in. But I have to understand that, and I have to put that into my pricing. You understand? So when a book is not in the best shape, I don't know that it's complete. There's a lot of things that you need to consider with this. Your pricing needs to reflect that, because like you are taking 100% of the risk, 100% when you're buying, especially if you're buying from somebody you don't really know. Now, so my caution is, when you're buying these raw, I mean, if you're buying it graded, you know exactly what you're getting, and that's up to you. Whatever you're comfortable paying for that book, that's fine. They have been going up in value. And so the prices have gone up a bit. More people are becoming aware of it. A lot also because of me. But, and this goes for, wherever you're buying books from. If you're buying, from another country, I would always suggest that this can be, and I think outside of eBay, it can be a bit tricky because what it would be the process for getting your money back, I don't know. So you have to be careful, and the pricing has to reflect the risk. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to warn people of, since more people I think are becoming interested in this, and they might blame me for this. I wanted to offer general words of caution when you're negotiating and looking at price, and when someone's reaching out to you, or when you reach out to somebody. You have to understand that the risk of what you might be getting, the fact that the risk is 100% on you. It's not on the seller is really not going to assume any sort of risk when they're outside of the country. So you have to be very cognizant of that. Also, I always inquire about what the full cost is. So like when I buy things in the US from whoever, or if I sell something in the US, if shipping's not discussed, shipping's included. That's the price. And this isn't always the case. So be sure that you're clear and you understand how much shipping costs. That should also play into what offer you make. Know that up front. So, yeah, this is a real thing. And you have to have a certain tolerance level too for the amount of time that it's going to take. It takes 2 or 3 months probably, and you're going to lose track of these. Like the tracking mechanism is very, very difficult. It goes from like kind of the Brazilian post. When it enters the U.S., it'll be the U.S. Postal Service, but like the tracking mechanism is lost at that point, and they kind of they enter in kind of a limbo. Yeah, be sure that you can the person will work with you to try to track these if they get lost. That's happened to me more than once now. So again, just offering you words of advice, words of caution, since I as I said, I'm kind of the one who's been, at the front holding the flag on these things, that I need to make sure that you understand. Also, your buddy Shanko passes on news. Yeah, I do. Anytime I got something to tell you, I tell you. Sounds like more of these are going to be coming to market, and sounds like they're going to be coming in to auction. It also sounds like there was a big rush after the most recent Sky Yacht auction. People in Brazil saw how much these went for, and it's one of the reasons why you're seeing a lot being offered right now, and they're being offered in all kinds of various conditions. Um, yeah, so I think you're about to see, uh, yeah, less. I think you're about to see less become available, and that's something. Just so you know. Anyway, yeah, and also, if you ever have questions, reach out to me. Uh, if somebody's offering you something, I I'm not going to jump on the thing, ahead of you. Hey, can you sell it to me instead of him? I won't do that. I mean, if somebody offers it to me, that's different. Somebody offers it to me, they offer it to me, and I would negotiate with the person. But don't I if you are ever discussing, especially if I know you, I uh, let me know, and I could give you my advice. I know Josh at International Comics. I talk to him all the time. I'm sure he would give you advice as well. Um, I think there are a couple other people that I could direct you to if you needed me to. But yeah, basically, what I'm saying is be careful. That's it. Just be careful, understand your risk level, and understand what that you have to take into account all the risks associated with that book and condition of that book when you're discussing the price. Um, oh, another thing. If somebody that you don't know wants you, says, I've got 6 comics, 8 comics, 10 comics, and I won't break them up. You must buy all of them with, and here is the price. There's no negotiation. Run. Do not buy those. I'm telling you right now, don't buy it. That is a red flag that I, if if someone won't negotiate in good faith and say, hey, these are, the condition is this, I'd be more comfortable at this level. I want these. I don't want these. Nope. That's the price. And you have to buy all of them. Do not do it. Don't do it. I'm telling you, that is something is amiss. Don't do it. Don't I'm telling you, stop. Don't do that. That's dumb thinking. But Jocko, I really want it. Okay. Your buddy warned you. Do as you like. Don't come crying to me. Do come crying to me, because I want to laugh. I want to laugh if you do that dumb stuff. Okay. Anyway, that's it. That's kind of the whole thing for that. Let's get to the top 10 list. Top 10 list is top 10 giant covers. You're supposed to hunt down 10 covers with giants or giant creatures or something. This is from Alan, Comic Collector Geek. He does this every Friday, and it's a Friday challenge, and challenges everyone to kind of go through their collection and come up with some stuff. I have the first appearance of Giant Man, but I couldn't find it. I didn't spend a lot of time. I wanted to make this video, so I wasn't going to be pulling box after box after box after box trying to find it. So I got what I got. And remember what I say: you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Right? Okay. So first one I have is this. It's a Galactus cover from several years ago. Cool Galactus cover. Galactus would qualify as a giant. So your boy Galactus is on there. This one is cool. I talked to a couple of people about this, and I just wanted to show. I talked to Core in Denmark about this comic earlier today. I think I talked to Kevin about this comic. I think I talked to Nate about this comic. But at a certain point, Cerebus becomes Pope, and he wants to. He gets he has to have this perfect gold ball that will allow him to get up to talk to Taram, which is the name of their god. And he encounters other beings, interdimensional beings that are trying to do the same thing. One of those beings is this thing, which is this is Alan Moore's head with Man Thing and Swamp Thing on this giant body that Cerebus encounters on his way to talk to Taram. and he talks like Alan Moore, and he's supposed to basically be Alan Moore with these this 3-headed, and also a man thing is a female. It's so weird, like male female, and yeah, it's wild, just wild, trippy Cerebus nonsense. Which you know how I say I love Cerebus. So yeah, another giant, another one. Guy who I'm really trying to get on the channel. I've spoken to him maybe 3 times, but he just has very brief responses. And it's like, maybe like, so it's been a little awkward, but, I love Tim Vigil, and this is Tim Vigil in the 80s. So it's this series called Omen, and that's Omen right there. And he's fighting this giant robot. So yeah, it's from 1987, but really, I love Tim Vigil, love Tim Vigil's art. I would love to talk to him. I hope one day he agrees to come on our show. Then, this was from Free Comic Book Day this year. It's Godzilla. Godzilla is a giant. He qualifies as a giant. So, this one was given to me by Biggie Shack, the immortal Biggie Shack, and it's part of an AOK. But it's this Monster Menace, and it's, Fing Fang Foom. Fing Fang Foom. Bing Bang Boom. On there. All right. And this, I don't know who this is, but this is it's a Kirby cover, Fantastic Four number 83. But and this guy, I don't know who this guy is. Say it in the comments if you know. But obviously, Fantastic Four and Inhumans, fighting that dude. I probably should know, but I don't recognize it. Then this one. I think Swamp Thing is like 9-10 feet tall, but in this he looks much bigger. This is one of my favorite artists, another guy who I'd love to come on the channel to talk, but it's a Lee Bermejo cover for Swamp Thing, and this was a 1 in 1,000 limited edition. Great Lee Bermejo cover there. So when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I think that qualifies. Even if it doesn't, I don't give a shit. My channel, I'll do what I want. Then there is this one. This is Ghosts number 59 from 1977. And this is a Massachusetts copy, Pedigree, in a 9.6. And this huge, giant snow monster coming down. This guy's about to murder this guy, but he's about to get murdered by the giant snow monster. Curse of the Phantom Witch. Yeah. And I cheated. Another Galactus cover. One of the great Galactus covers of all time. Fantastic Four number 49. First Galactus cover. So, yeah. Say. Yeah, first full appearance of Galactus. Second, Silver Surfer. First Silver Surfer and Galactus cover. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's both of them. That's right. And then, last, number 10, this character who can change his size. He can do almost anything. But this is showcase number 60. It's the first Silver Age appearance of the Spectre, one of my favorite DC characters. But he's a giant on that one. So, yeah. Those are the giant covers. And if you want to participate, do the hashtag that I have and in the description, and tag Comic Collector Geek at Comic Collector Geek, and tag me too. I would love to watch your video, and I will come by and I will absolutely watch if you decide to participate. That's all I have for today, buddies. But it is Sunday, and you know how we do. Sunday scaries. Everybody's got to start their week, and you might have stuff you're not looking forward to. Meetings or discussions that you might have to have, due dates, projects coming up. Maybe you don't like your boss very much or whatever. It's okay. You're going to be okay. Okay. Whatever it is, you are a grown-up. You're an adult, and you have made it through things in your life. You've had different challenges, probably tragedies. You've had different things that you've had to overcome. And this week is no different. Most of the stuff that you're even worrying about, maybe it's not going to happen. It's going to be better than you think, almost always. And even if it does suck, it's not going to suck as bad as some of the stuff you've had to overcome in your life. You will be fine. You're going to be okay. I believe in you. I believe in me, too. I'm like Mr. Rogers. Ain't I? Junko, you give me so much hope. I like you just the way you are, neighbor. So, it's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside. And when you wake up, ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good... I busted out Mr. Rogers on you, man. I busted out. I led you down memory lane. You people from outside the U.S. have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. You people in the U.S. crying for Fred Rogers. I don't blame you. Anyway, that's what I have for today, buddies. I hope you're doing well. I hope people in your life are doing well. I will talk to you very, very soon. That's it for now. Your pal Chunko signing off. Bye, bye, bye.